guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Achen P here, and I'm the host of this channel. Thank you to all our new viewers. Please do not forget to subscribe at the end of this video, and do not forget to click the notification bell such that you're always notified for every time I post my new videos. In our last video, we did share something that was so unique on how much you know your partner. I am very certain by now, at least you're picking up the pieces from where you left it at, and you're getting to know your partners in depth. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you foundations of starting a relationship. There are foundations for everything, but I want to really dwell on just the foundations of starting up a relationship, like I did say in our last video. A lot of you people are out there and you just do not know. You think people just wake up and bump into relationships. That is why some relationships don't last. That is why some break up after a long time. Some break up even after 10 or 20 years, just because the foundation was not right. My husband and I have followed these foundations, and it has been so good for us, and we've made it over the years. That is why a lot of people meet us and ask us how we really made it. Actually, my friends meet me today and keep on asking me, but I just like the way you guys do your things. How did you do it? It all falls back to these foundations. Yes, it worked for me. I believe it can work for you. I know some of you could be having something else in mind, but let's listen to this and see how it works. Number one foundation is open-mindedness. You know, being open-minded is accepting that partner that you've met for the first time, accepting them for who they are, being ready to accept them and accept anything that comes with them. A lot of us are very judgmental. You meet a partner today and you start, just by mere looking at them, you begin to look at them and you actually start asking, is this guy my type? Is this lady my class? I think she's not my type. I think I can't work out with her. I think she's not the kind of person I'm looking at. We are very judgmental, which is very wrong, and we lose it. We lose it because of that. We get too judgmental when we meet people especially for the first time. You don't know these people. You don't know what they do. You don't know what part of the world they come from. You start by judging them. You are losing out. Number two is friendship. Creating a friendship foundation. You know, it's good to make your partner your friend. Personally, my husband is my friend. Why? Because I made him my friend from the word go. And we all, of course, at the end of the day, we all have friends. We all make friends, and we all share a part of our lives with our friends. That is why you find this is my best friend, this is my average friend, this is my party animal friend. We all have friends. But it's beautiful to get a partner and then you make them your friends after accepting them. You know, it is beautiful when you're open about a relationship. I'm very sorry about this noise. I am seated in a very beautiful garden, and then the birds are singing loud in the sky. It's a beautiful sigh of the birds make that noise. So it's a little inconveniencing, but let's work it out with that. Like I was telling you, it is beautiful to make your partner your friend. When you make them your friend, there is that element of closeness that you begin to bridge. There is that element of bond that you begin to create. And that is how we worked it out with my boyfriend then and my husband now. You know, he became my friend, and I chose to tell him literally anything and everything that I knew I would tell a friend. Okay? Yes, I know when you just start relating, there are things you are shy about talking about. There are things you feel like you don't really have to tell them. But when someone becomes your friend, you begin to weigh them. You begin to see the good part of your friendship. You begin to see their weaknesses. You begin to you begin to evaluate whether they are the right people to tell certain things. You begin to, you begin to see a lot about these people when you open up and make them your friends. So if you're out there and you're dating for the first time, be open. Do not be judgmental. Be open about this partner of yours, and then make them your friend. The number third principle is honesty. I know it's quite hard to be honest with someone you have just met. You actually do not know these people. You do not know where they come from. And you're actually wondering whether it is right for you to tell them the deeper part of your lives. I'll share with you this part of my story. When I met my husband, I was already dealing with the pain of rejection from men who always dropped me for every time they got to know I was having a baby, a little girl. Everyone I told I have a child, they would run away, they would run away. And then I reached a point and told myself, I think I'm going to stop telling guys that I meet. I think I did mention this sometime in one of my videos. I told myself I'm going to stop talking about the guys that I meet, and I won't stop talking about my child. I will talk about me and myself. But again, I realized I was being selfish to myself, selfish to my little girl, and selfish to the people I was meeting. So when I met my husband, I told myself, now he's my friend. Do I really need to tell him this? Will he stay? Will he come back? Will he go away? I kept fighting with this. But I put this fear behind me, and I told myself, I'm going to tell this guy, if he's going to stay, he'll stay. If he's going to walk away, he'll walk away. So I tell him, you know what? I have a child that I bought at the age of 16. Then, surprisingly, he told me, oh, really? How old is she? And he got interested in wanting to know who this little girl is. You get my point? Some of you fear these things, and you say, I won't tell him this. When he gets to know what will happen, he'll walk away. But I want to assure you today that when you start a relationship with a foundation of lies, you'll always have to tell one lie to cover another lie, to cover another lie, and a lie will come after a lie. That relationship will never last. Even if it is to last, it will be a relationship filled with lies. I know it's hard to open up. I know it's hard to be honest, especially to people that you don't actually know whether they'll hang around or stick around. It is quite hard. It's quite challenging. But you get relieved. I believe you relieve yourself of these pains, of whatever you're dealing with, when you open up to these people and tell them, you know what? This is what I am dealing with. This is me. I have this. This has been my past. Let them know. If they will stay, if they are meant for you, they will surely keep around. When I told my husband then, he was my boyfriend. He's kept around, and he has still kept around, and we have 2 beautiful children on top of the one that was already there. So, you see, it worked out for me. I don't know what you guys think, but the number 4th principle is trust. A lot of people confuse trust and honesty. A lot of people. I also sometimes confuse the two, but in recent times, I've learned to differentiate between trust and honesty. When you are honest, you're willing to tell people, or someone you care about, exactly how it is. You're willing to tell them the truth as it is, without having to smear it, without having to hide about it, without having to rotate around it. That is being honest. You're being honest. You're talking about something as it is, because nothing is going to change. Whether you try to smear it or try to dance around it, the truth will always remain the truth. And then trust is when people believe in you and someone is willing to stand in for you. Often a time my husband, when people meet my husband and tell them Patricia has done this, you'll tell them, I know Patricia. Patricia cannot do this. I know my husband. My husband cannot do that. I know the kind of person he is. I know his personality. He's not this kind of a person. When someone can stand out and defend you and stand to what they believe, it's what we call trust. Every relationship hinges on trust. When there is no trust, that relationship is dead. To all of you out there that are working out to build your relationships, try so hard to maintain this trust. Once you break this bound of trust, it is hard to rebuild. You can't rebuild it. Someone looks at you, even when they're telling them the truth, they begin to look at you and they're like, okay, now what other lie is she coming up with? It is not nice at all. So my husband and I maintain this trust between us. That is why even when I tell him I am out of the country, or I am not going to be around, or I'm not going to be here, or I am here, I make sure I am there, and I make sure it is where I am. Some of you lie a lot. You leave home telling your husbands or partners that you're going to see your parents, then you actually do not reach there. Then the next call comes, we saw your partner in Ginger, or we saw your partner in another district. That is not trust. So the most important is prayer. The biggest foundation is prayer. Let's learn to pray all the time. It's the biggest thing in all this, prayer. Pray all the time about your relationship, about your partners. Pray all the time. So those are the 5 principles of starting your relationship, and the most important of all is prayer. I want to thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe if you're new. Share with me your comment. What do you think? Do you think there is something else that you want to add on top of these foundations? Tell me what you think. I'll be waiting and waiting and waiting. Do not forget to click the notification bell once you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Come back again another time. The next time I'll talk about something different that is really perturbing me, and that is COVID-19 and its effect on girl child, its effect on breakages in homes. We've seen a lot of times in the media, girls are getting pregnant, men are fighting with their wives, divorce has become a very big issue. That is where we shall take it up from. Thank you so much for watching my channel again. Come back another time. Let's take it up from there. Let's continue keeping safe. Bye-bye.